This content contains extreme spoilers and beyond.
Ron Stringer here, once again, to impart some of my useless knowledge off to the people. This time, we're going to talk about the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know, all the movies that connect together with superheroes. You know, these superheroes been around for a while, like a long while, since before I was born. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created the most of them. Anyhow, the MCU for beginners. The first movie in the MCU was Iron Man. It follows Iron Man's first appearance. Now, none of these characters were popular except for Thor and maybe the Hulk on their own in their own comics. But once they put them together as the Avengers, just like now, they became the shit. So, back to Iron Man. You know, in the movie, if you've ever seen it, which if you haven't, I'm just going to run down the basics. I don't know if the first Iron Man comic was like this, but I know how the movie was. We're not talking about comics, we're talking about MCU. Now, he was captured from the military, got bombed, and I guess they were seeking him out because he was a weapons developer. Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr. I don't think they could ever replace him. If he quits, they can't get another guy. If they do, it'll be fucked up. Anyhow, yeah, so they catch him. Iron Man, well, Tony Stark, they catch him and make them weapons. Some desert militia, I'm not sure. He fakes him out like he's making weapons when he's really building himself an Iron Man suit. The first one to get him out of there. He got out of there, got far enough away that he wasn't a prisoner no more. Got rescued because his best friend is some kind of high-class soldier, general or something. I don't know his exact rank. I don't know his rank, but he was up there. So they send the military to get him, and yeah, he comes back, and you know, things happen in the movie. Basically he wasn't like trying to hide. He was like, yeah, I'm Iron Man. Now at the end of this movie, this is where you get the post-credit scene where Nick Fury is at Tony Stark's house and he wants him to be an Avenger. But we're talking about Nick Fury, and Nick Fury is the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, S.H.I.E.L.D. had a TV show. The TV show they sugarcoat S.H.I.E.L.D. a lot. They don't show you the real S.H.I.E.L.D., but they make them seem like they're good in what they do. But S.H.I.E.L.D. is just like any evil government that you ever seen on TV. They always have some shit, some secrets, dirty ones too. S.H.I.E.L.D. stands for Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistics Division. That's a lot. So you just say S.H.I.E.L.D. And it's usually run in the comics and in the MCU by Nick Fury. And also Phil Coulson, who was an Iron Man, basically to watch over him by S.H.I.E.L.D. That's what S.H.I.E.L.D. does. They watch out for all of the so-called threats. They keep tabs on heroes and everything. The TV show covers basically what happens in between the movies, like what's going on elsewhere in the world, even while these things happen in the movie. So if you watch the show, things from the movies will be part of the show. It affects the show also, like the Sokovia Accords that was basically keeping S.H.I.E.L.D. from using their superheroes in a fight. Like they would have to go through paperwork. Yes, even S.H.I.E.L.D., they had the answer to that. until the president gave them like secret permission to go do what they do, and then he would disavow that shit if they got caught. That was that time. Now I don't know what's going on in the show because I stopped watching it. The next movie after Iron Man 1 in the MCU chronologically would be The Incredible Hulk. Now there was another Hulk that came before this one, but they don't connect. It's not part of the MCU, but this one is, and it was starring Edward Norton as Dr. Banner. Oh wait, hold up. Since this is a really big project with a whole lot of movies in it, to help me, I've hired a DJ. DJ Scribble Scrap. Drop the Hulk's background music, please. Not that one. Look, man, you gotta get it together. That's not it. Not that Hulk. The Green Hulk. That's not bad, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, now that's better. We can go with that. We need to have a talk after this though. I guess since I'm running down the movies, we're gonna run down this one. It starts off that Bruce Banner was basically hiding out as he does, trying to just live a peaceful life in I don't know where he was, like in Cambodia or something like that. He was all far away. And he was a doctor, helping the people who didn't get proper treatment over there because they didn't have stuff like we got over here. So he was over there doing that. He was pretty good. And he was also working in a soda factory or something like that. And then one day the government found out where he was, chased him through the streets, and he avoided from turning into the Hulk because he would go through a lot of like Zen training and stuff to learn to keep calm. What the movies don't tell you about the Hulk is once he hulks out, whoever's there, they just get smashed. But not in the MCU. That doesn't happen. And I guess he got away. He was basically trying to find a cure for himself, talking to someone over whatever this thing was they were using to communicate back and forth. Whoever he was communicating with was extremely smart. It's been speculated, not really true, that he was talking to Reed Richards, and he's not part of the MCU. Anyhow, you have Betty. He always loved Betty. Betty, his father was General Ross, and he always trying to catch the Hulk. And I think he used his daughter to drag him out. So once that happened, they shoot at him and he turns into the Hulk. And they put out their own super soldier, but he gets... This is Sparta! And they make him the Hulk enemy known as the Abomination. They fight. Hulk wins the end. And then you get another end scene at the end of this movie. And that's pretty much the, Incredible Hulk. He got his powers from being in a gamma explosion, trying to save somebody, and created the Hulk. The only reason he didn't die is because he was already imbued with special powers that were latent in his body.
Smell of stale beer and defeat. I hate to say I told you so, General, but that super soldier program was put on ice for a reason. I've always felt that hardware was much more reliable.
Stark.
General.
You always wear such nice suits.
It's just
Touche.
Dr. Banner rolling with the
Here you have an
Avengers.
unusual problem.
So I'm just going to
You
leave it
should
at that.
talk.
I'm not going
You
to give
should
you
listen.
extra history because this is for beginners.
What if I told you we were putting a team together? Who's we?
Like, comment, or subscribe, or else.